HIIT day today, and we've been upping the intensity a little bit just because my endurance has gotten better because I don't have so many thousands of different things going on. So we've been doing 4 to 5 sets for HIIT lately. We'll be doing 5 strictly now with the ab machine. Why can't I think of what it is? Doesn't matter today. Honestly, it doesn't even matter. It's an ab workout. We'll start off with the assault bike for 1 minute on, and then we'll go to the rower for 1 minute on, back to the assault bike for 1 minute on, and then we'll hit the ab workout, and then we'll repeat that 5 times with a minute rest in between that. So it takes me about 3 minutes. 3 minutes on, 1 minute on of rest. The reason we do that, we started on a podcast. If I'm being quite honest, like it's the best way to increase your VO2 max is doing that ratio, 3 to 1 or a 1 to 1. And obviously I can't finish that in a minute, and if I could, that would be insane. I'm anticipating to do a High Rocks in February, so this is kind of like helping me lead up into that so that when we do primarily focus on High Rocks workouts, that will be the main focus. So we're gonna kind of just warm up a little bit more. We're gonna hit it hard. It sucks. Wish I was in your position right now, just holding camera, dying. These last few sets are tough. Just the last set. I didn't know he was going to take my ab machine. I just pushed harder that set. Doing it again.
Here we go again.
Yeah. We're done stretching. We're literally just gonna go shower up now. Head over to work kind of early, eat some food, get some of these modules done that I have at work, and I'll see you guys later, probably after. So, 10 hours later.
12 seconds later. 20 minutes later.
Okay, so today's video is going to be structured around my current hybrid split that I follow, which in other words is my workout split. The reason being is because someone asked, and I don't think I've made a video about this on the channel yet, so I was like, you know what, this would be a good time to do it because right now I'm not in the middle of training for anything, because when I'm training for something, I wouldn't want to make like a training split workout video because that's not how I would always train, right? Like I'm only training for something, you know, like a quarter or a third out of the year, as opposed to, you know, like my regular training. So I would rather give you guys like more of a realistic look at what my training looks like rather than like, oh, I'm training for a marathon and this is my split. Like, sure, I might still make a video on that, but this video structure on like what my typical hybrid split is why we're doing it right now. So I kind of figured we'd do things a little bit differently with the whiteboard. So instead of just like always writing up everything and then being like, hey, I'm presenting it, because then like it kind of takes away like the whole message I'm getting at, because you can just read the board. We're gonna go through it with me writing it as we go. And I should probably have this at the top, at least. Just pray that this board does not fall while we're doing this. It looks a little flimsy. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, so every Monday, I'm gonna put M for Monday, I have a back and bicep workout in the morning. Right now, I'm kind of on like a push-pull sort of split when it comes to my weightlifting routine, as you guys will see. So yeah, Monday is back, how did I say back and pull? Biceps. So that's what I do in the morning, 5:30 every single morning. And we also do abs while we're at the gym. I do abs on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then afterward, at around, what time? 7 a.m., oh, not a.m., Jesus. 7 p.m., I go for a run. So that's Monday. Back and biceps with some abs, and then 7 p.m. we have a run, tempo run. This is just, I mean, I'm not gonna put the mileage just because that's too exact of what I'm currently following. That's just the split, very general. And for Tuesday, I do chest. You guys gonna guess it? Triceps, come on. So yeah, we do chest and triceps, and then we have a run again around 7 p.m. And that is going to be an interval run. If you guys don't know what an interval run is, an interval run is essentially like, okay, I'm going to run hard for 3 minutes and then I'm going to walk for 1 minute. It's just interval training, that's really all it is. Pretty basic stuff, nothing like too crazy, overcomplicated. So that's Tuesday. And on Wednesday, we do HIIT. I don't know why I was about to write an S there, but yeah, we do HIIT. To give you guys a general sense of what I do, I like to do like a 1 minute circuit. So in other words, like 3 minutes on and then I do 1 minute off. Very similar to my interval run, but I'm doing other things besides running. I'm doing like the rowing machine, I'm doing the assault bike. So I do HIIT, and then again, I also do abs with it. And sometimes I'll mix the ab workout into my HIIT workout just to make it go by a little bit faster. And I also structure in recovery this day too. So what I mean by that is I'll just spend extra time toward stretching out, you know, because this doesn't take me that long. I'm only doing my HIIT realistically for about 25, 30 minutes. And so, you know, having that extra recovery time just helps because my body needs it throughout the week. All right, now for Thursday, I feel like I'm kind of riding diagonal. Sorry about that. So Thursday, we have legs. Okay, now legs is legs. Legs is hard enough on their own, so that's why I don't structure anything else with them. I don't do abs with them anymore. I don't do runs on that day. That would just be way too much impact on your knees. I just let legs be legs, okay? Because it's a hard muscle group, and I just don't think that during that day you have enough energy after you do legs to go do something else. If you do, you're not training legs hard enough. All right, and then Friday, we have shoulders plus traps plus abs. And we have an easy run. Okay, so pretty self-explanatory, right? For the easy run, it's just zone 2. Zone 2, for those who don't know, zone 2 is really just being able to do a run but carry a conversation. So you should be able to go for a run, and throughout that whole duration of that run, you should be able to hold a conversation with the person next to you. That's really what an easy run means to me. It's just basically, I'll just write it here, zone 2, okay? So now, we got Saturday. Okay, so Saturday is basically, it's a workout day, but it looks a little different. It's really just gonna be focusing on stability plus recovery. So again, with the recovery, we're just stretching extra long and doing all this stuff. So with stability, the reason that this is super important is because I think one of the biggest mistakes that I made early on in my lifting career is focusing way too much on the lifting weights aspect side of things and not really focusing too much on my stability or my flexibility. And that cost me a lot in the long term, you know, in terms of just injuries and stuff. And what stability helps you do is it helps to stabilize little muscle groups that you don't even think of when you're running or when you're lifting. A good example of this is like abdominals for when you're doing like really heavy lifting like squat and stuff, because if you have weak abs and then you go into like a squat, that can actually be the reason that you're failing the squat rather than like your actual legs being the reason. It could be the fact that you don't have enough core strength to support the weight that you're lifting. In other words, kind of like stabilize you out. Same thing goes for running with my hips. So if your stabilizers aren't built in your hips, when you go running, that can lead to injury, because now your hips will rely on your lower back. And then if your lower back is being relied on too much, then your back might give back out and then go back to your hips, and then your hip joint's being used, and then that's what causes a hip impingement. So we don't want that. And then on Sunday, I do a long run. Easy. Again, zone 2. It's really nothing crazy. Like my long run, again, is never gonna be something like crazy hard, and 80% of your guys' runs, if you're gonna follow a hybrid split, need to be in zone 2. That's how you're gonna actually get better at running. There's a whole rule called the 80-20 rule, and it basically explains how doing most of your runs in like the easier sense is actually going to make you faster. It has something to do with the way that your body burns energy more efficiently from doing that kind of training with the mitochondria density. Not gonna get too much into that. And a couple other things I really wanna point out, I'm gonna go over here on this other side of the board really quick, is that we're in the gym pretty much all week. I would say 6 days a week. If you don't wanna go to the gym 6 days a week, what I recommend doing then is tossing the stability and recovery with HIIT, just because, you know, if you want your Saturday off, right, and you don't wanna go anywhere, well, then take it off and mix it in with your Wednesday. But the thing that I really wanna point out here is that you see I have 2 days that are planned for recovery. Well, really, I recover every single one of these days. In other words, I stretch still every single one of these days. I have a whole stretching recovery routine thing. I actually have my like programs available down in the link below if you want to check them out, and they include everything. I actually might just include my recovery protocol for free down below if you guys just want that instead of the workouts. So I'll actually do that, so check below for that. And all I literally do is just stretch every single day. The difference between like the Wednesday and Saturday recovery is that I'm just going through my stretches for a longer time. I might even toss in a few extra ones that I normally don't do. You know, I might even, if I have access to a sauna, I'll go in that too. I used to actually do that pretty consistently when I had my YMCA membership still, which I don't have anymore, but that's okay. So yeah, I recover every single one of these days too, so I want you guys to emphasize, let's say 6+. You need to recover at least 6 times a week. In other words, again, I really just mean like stretching and stuff like that. Stability just needs to be done once a week because you're still technically working on muscles that need to recover. But yeah, this is it in general. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 running sessions in a week, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5, because stability is kind of like a lift. We'll just call it 5. We have 5 lifts during the week, and then we have another HIIT workout, which is one of its own. So that is my current split. I hope that breaks it down for you guys. If you guys can see it, bring it closer for you guys in case you guys like want to screenshot this video or something. Again, I have programs available down below in the link in the description. So if, again, you guys want to, you know, use this, you know, I have this exact program, but with all the workouts built into it, and down below. But yeah, that's it. I'm actually about to go for a run right now, so I should probably put this away. But with all that being said, that is gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys liked today's video. If you guys did, be sure to give it a like. And as always, don't forget to press that subscribe button, because you guys know I will be back. And as always, die trying to do what you love. I'll see you all in the next one.